What's going on there, guys? Crow here, and welcome to a Battlefield 3 gameplay. Now, we're playing some team deathmatch. I actually talked to my internet service provider, and they are trying to update my internet to something faster. So the second they do it, I'm going to bring you guys, of course, much longer gameplays. But for now, I do not have time to upload, like 80 minutes because I need my internet. Whenever I upload, it's super slow, so I have to kind of either cut my videos so that it's going to be like 7 or 8 minute max, or just try to record something shorter. Now, if you're wondering why the hell am I lowering my sensitivity, that's for the simple fact that I just got done playing buttloads of Medal of Honor. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Krahu, if you got done playing Medal of Honor, you should be used to Frostbite engine. And yes, that is true. I am used to Frostbite engine, but I am not used to Frostbite 2 engine. This is a completely different story. I mean, Frostbite 2 is so much more realistic. It's so much more smooth. It's even when you like turn around with your soldier, there's that drag of the weapon. You can actually feel its weight. That sounded wrong, but you can actually feel everything in the game that's happening in Frostbite 2. Frostbite 1 was awesome as well. I mean, they really pimped that shit out in Medal of Honor 2010. And look at me, I did not know what the fuck was going on. My one and only goal in this team deathmatch was just to finish first. Just to finish first. My accent slip up. Just to finish first. And yeah, look at me getting myself psyched out, and it actually happened. Now, the score isn't amazing. It's just over 2 KD. So I'm pretty happy about that. Final score is, well, I'm gonna tell later. So I'm using the M4, but this is not what I'm actually here to talk about. We finally learned the date that Medal of Honor Warfighter will drop. Now, this is the official release date. It is October 23rd, 2012. Now, Medal of Honor 2010, I believe, was released on the 12th of October 2010. Well, obviously 2010. So, why is this game released later? Now, believe it or not, most commercial titles, like huge titles, are released or premiered on Tuesdays. Now, that has something to do with, I'm not even gonna pretend that I know, although my professor in college explained it to me why major DVDs and titles, movie titles and video games are released on Tuesday. Something to do with something, I can't really remember why, but instead of releasing it on the 9th, the 16th, or the 16th of course, they decided to release it on the 23rd. Now, why did they do it? I have no clue. Why am I even talking about this? Well, because the next Call of Duty doesn't like to wait till like a 2-digit release date. So my estimate is that the next title for Call of Duty will drop the 6th of November. Now, of course, it may also drop on the 13th, but I believe that Call of Duty is not gonna wait. Activision is not gonna want to wait. They're just gonna want to crush Medal of Honor, which I hope it doesn't happen, because truly, as far as FPSs are concerned, the only two major ones that I know of from like huge companies are Medal of Honor and, of course, Call of Duty, which is infamous at this point in our little, whole YouTube scene. So, Call of Duty is an established title. Medal of Honor is trying to get up there. So, October 23rd is the release date of Medal of Honor Warfighter. Now, excuse me. There's a whole article in USA Today in which there was an interview with the Medal of Honor team. I will leave that in the description so you guys can read it at your own free time. And I just want to mention a couple of things that they did in the campaign. Now, instead of having like a linear story just from one perspective, they again brought so many more special forces, tier 1 operatives, just a lot of soldiers together, and took their stories. Now, this is gonna be fantastic, because if you ever played Medal of Honor 2010, you know how epic the campaign was. Don't listen to the fucking reviews on IGN or whatever. The campaign was sweet. I mean, the sniper mission in that game was fantastic. One of the more realistic things I ever seen in my life. It was awesome. I mean, you literally felt like you're on that hill with a 50 caliber fucking rifle, M82 or whatever, taking out, the Taliban fighters. I mean, it was awesome. I can't even wait to play it again through the campaign. So, seeing different perspectives of different soldiers from international tiers from all around the world will be amazing in the campaign, and I really want to see it utilized. And I also hope for the multiplayer that there's going to be a lot more factions than, you know, the US Army versus the Taliban, or, you know, something or other like that. Hopefully, again, they're gonna listen to the community. I'm gonna be on Medal of Honor, on Danger Close Ass, and I'm just gonna provide feedback after feedback after feedback. The second we learn something. The reveal trailer is set for March. Again, I'm thinking it's gonna be the single player. Multiplayer might be released later this year, at like E3, and then hopefully maybe a beta, just like they did for Medal of Honor 2010. I would love nothing more. So the game is coming to a close. I'm gonna talk about this in my next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. It's not the best again, but I'm not the best Battlefield 3 player. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I am a pretty good Call of Duty. Oh damn! What the fuck happened? I am pretty much a Call of Duty player. That's all I'm gonna say. So hope you guys enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you next time.